Hi, I'm Patu from freefincal. I want to introduce the mutual fund portfolio comparison tool in Google Sheets in this video. We had published such a tool first with 3 mutual funds and then with 5 mutual funds a few years ago, but that has now become redundant. So we had to bring up a new version and then realized that doing it in Google Sheets would be so much more faster. So the tool can be used to compare equity funds. You can compare you can use 5 equity funds, or you can compare some equity funds with hybrid funds. You can even compare hybrid funds with some debt funds, the bond portfolio holdings. Of course, you will not be able to get the exact bonds that are common, but you will be able to see the credit ratings that are common between the bond portfolio of the hybrid fund and that of the debt fund. So let's take a look at this. So in the main sheet, you have the input cells. The green cells are the input cells. So all you need to do is just type the first few letters of the mutual fund scheme. For example, if you type Parak here, you will get all their funds. You can choose the fund. If you just type Tata, you will be able to get all the Tata funds. You can choose one of them. If you type blue chip, you will get all funds with the blue chip name. This is Motilal Oswal Nifty 500, and if you type UTI, you should be able to pick out any of their UTI funds and so on. The most important step is to input the fund type. So if it's a hybrid fund, aggressive hybrid, arbitrage, conservative hybrid, etc., you should mention this as hybrid. If it's a debt fund, you should mention it as debt, and obviously equity fund as equity. And once you do that, you will be able to immediately, within a few seconds, the results will be updated in the results page. Now, if the portfolio is fetched from Money Control, and then the comparison is done in the backend. And if there are some funds, for example, any NFO that was released after the publication of this tool, if some fund is missing, then you can look at the instructions in the notes page, and you can just follow them and go back to the main page and enter the name of the missing fund and the Money Control URL of the missing fund here, and you will be able to add that into your analysis immediately. So let's go over to the results. So first you have a summary. You have the fund name, the number of stocks, the equity allocation, total number of bonds, and the percentage bond allocation. And then you have the comparison. So suppose there are 5 funds, then you have to compare fund 1 with fund 2, fund 1 with fund 3, fund 1 with fund 4, fund 1 with fund 5, and then fund 2 with fund 3, and so on. So you have 10 combinations possible. So for all those 10 combinations, you can see the total number of stocks, the number of common stocks, the percentage overlap in the equity, the total weight of the common stocks, the equity allocation, total number of bonds, and the percentage bond allocation. So there are 10 combinations. You will see all of them here. Then if you scroll down, you will see the equity sector allocation. So you can see how much of foreign equity each fund has got, how many stocks that are in the abrasive sectors, air conditioning sectors, and so on and so on and so on. It's a huge list of sectors available that you can see, and you will be able to check the weights in each of them, and that can be insightful depending on what we are looking for. Then in the second results page, you have the bond credit rating allocation. So you have, for example, you can see that the GOI, the Government of India sovereign bonds, you can see how much each fund holds, treasury bills, how much each fund holds. Then you have AAA rated CRISIL. Then you have other ratings, AAA rated by CARE, and so on. So you have different rating agencies and their ratings here. You can find out the weights of the bonds in the portfolio. Now you will not be able to compare the bonds, that is the one bond from in one fund portfolio to another bond, because the exact bond instrument name is not available in Money Control. But you will be able to get the sector allocation. You will be able to get the bond total bond weight and the number of bonds in the portfolio. Now to find out how to get this tool, please look for the instructions in the corresponding post. Bye bye.